Welcome to Non-Monoman TV. I'm Rob Kowalski, and today we're diving into a topic that ruffles a lot of feathers: polygyny. You've probably heard it preached a million times. God hates polygamy. But what if I told you that's not exactly true? Today, I'm going head to head with none other than Pastor Chad, your favorite church youth pastor who's got all the modern church talking points locked and loaded. Let's get into it.
All right, folks, welcome to today's discussion where I will be defending the clear, indisputable, totally not contradictory truth that God hates polygamy. It's an abomination, a disgrace, and anyone who practices it is living in clear rebellion against the Lord.
Except, of course, for Abraham, Jacob, Moses, David, Gideon, Caleb, and literally every righteous man in the Old Testament.
Sure, they had multiple wives, but that was just cultural. It wasn't God's ideal plan.
Right. And yet God blessed them, gave them covenants, made them kings, and literally compared his relationship with Israel to a man with multiple wives in Ezekiel 23. Sounds like an odd way to condemn something, doesn't it?
Look, let's be real. Polygamy is a disaster. It destroys family and it creates instability.
Oh, you mean like our 50% divorce rate in the modern monogamous church? Or how we're leading the world in single mother households?
Well,
Because the last time I checked, when a Muslim man with 4 wives converts to Christianity, we force him to divorce 3 of them and turn them into struggling single mothers. That's what Jesus would have wanted, right?
But monogamy is God's perfect plan. It ensures strong families and it protects women.
Right, because nothing protects women like forcing millions of them into singleness.
What do you mean?
Well, let's see. The church is 60 to 70% female. That means there are way more Christian women than Christian men, which forces women to either remain single and struggle with temptation, marry an unbeliever, or compete for the few Christian men left. But hey, as long as we protect the sacred doctrine of one man, one woman, who cares if millions of Christian women are stuck between loneliness or marrying an atheist?
But Paul said that an elder must be the husband of one wife. That proves monogamy is the only valid option.
Okay, so if elders must be the husband of one wife, does that mean that regular men can have more?
No, it applies to everyone.
And let's not forget why so many top-tier men won't fully surrender to Jesus.
Because they're sinful?
Or because they know that the minute they become Christians, they're forced to pick one woman and never look at another one again while being chased down by half the single women in the church.
Well, they just need to trust God.
Right. Meanwhile, secular men get to date multiple women, have their pick, and aren't under any pressure to marry right away. No wonder men aren't flocking to church. Look, I get it. We've been indoctrinated to believe monogamy is the only way, but we need to ask ourselves, why does the Bible never call polygyny a sin? Why does the church force women into singleness by rejecting it? Why do we tell converts to destroy their existing families? And why do we hold men to a different standard than biblical heroes?
Tradition.
Exactly. And last time I checked, Jesus didn't die for tradition.
I need to pray about this.
If you've made it this far without clutching your pearls, congratulations. Maybe it's time to question why the church enforces a man-made doctrine that isn't actually biblical. Like, subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
I should have just stuck to youth group pizza nights.